Well, hey, Pipers. Welcome back to the Bass Piper channel. It's Friday, about 5 minutes after 12 here in Virginia. And this video is kind of twofold. I want to give you an update on Mom and Dad. Those of y'all that's been praying for the Bass Piper and his family. And as you know, Mom had to go to the hospital yesterday, and they found her unconscious basically yesterday morning. Dad come down with COVID. Y'all know Dad's 99, will turn 100 in August if he lives, and which we hope he does. And they couldn't get Mom awake. She had a temperature, so they took her to the hospital. And they were running tests all day yesterday, and come to find out about 1 o'clock this morning, test results came back because we have a My Chart set up for Mom that we can keep up with tests and what's going on. It did come back that Mama has full-blown COVID as well. And the other complication we have there with Mom, though, is Mom's dealing with some kidney disease at her age. She was very lethargic yesterday, and didn't eat at all. Of course, she's diabetic as well. More age-related diabetic than anything, if there is such a thing. She got it when she was a lot older, in her 70s or so. And, but anyway, the good news is your prayers are working, guys. I'm sorry for the hesitation. I'm trying to get my thoughts together and keep this pipe going. But Mom's doing better this morning. She's more alert. She was feeding herself and watching a little TV. So the doctor said that her kidneys yesterday were kind of dry. And most of y'all know, in the elderly especially, you deal a lot with dehydration. We thought maybe it might be another UTI, but evidently it's not this time. It's the COVID, and she's got some pneumonia with that as well. I just called and got an update on Dad. Dad is doing good and hanging in there, and he's asking about Mom. He didn't know all what was going on with Mom. My dad's very hard of hearing. Even with the little hearing aids, it's kind of useless. So you have to yell or write something down to talk to him. But but both so far are doing okay. Thank you so much, guys, for your prayers. Don't stop praying, because the prayers are working. So anyway, I just want to give you an update. Mom and Dad are doing good. They're hanging in there. And but at this age, we're on standby for most anything. And let's face it, if we live long enough, our kids will be doing the same thing that we have done, or like I'm doing right now. You just wait for the call and go, please don't let this be the one. But no matter how old your parents get, you still don't want to see them go. Even though I know they're Christians, they're on their way to heaven, they've got their eternal security secured. You still, it's like Paul said in the Bible. In the King James, he was betwixt. He was torn to stay here to do more work for the Lord, and people needed him down here or to go on to heaven. And he knew heaven was going to be such a great, but he was torn where to go. And it's the same thing with us being human. We know we're going to see them again, but still it's the breaking off and leaving, And so, we've been blessed. Guys, for Mom and Dad in their late 90s, upper 90s, both of them. I've been truly blessed. My family has. And I know there's a lot of families that don't get that luxury, so to speak. But we know, it's just a matter of months now. Even if it's a couple of more years, down to months that, we know they're going to be going on to be with the Lord. But thank you so much for your prayers, guys. Hey, the other part of this is I said I was going to do a review. I'm going ahead and doing it now. This, let me just say, this is the Eric Weaver, my Eric Weaver pipe. I don't know how many times I've told you this, but I like this pipe. Not that I don't like other pipes. And in it, I have the warped Saint Espresso non-filtered version. I'm going to be doing a non-filtered version of LJ Peretti's coffee next week. All depends on how the weekend goes. But I'm shooting for next week. Might be this weekend, but most likely next week. A lot of y'all said, Bass Man, Bass Piper, let me know what this does non-filtered, and it does really good, guys. I thought maybe the filter would, hinder it a little bit with taste. Very good, very clean, not any bite. You'll probably hear my, let me tilt this back, my air cleaner in the back going. She just fired up as soon as I puffed a few out of there. It said, smoke, smoke. We got to rev it up. But good room note, good breath note. If you had a beard, be a good beard note. I'm going to bring mine back here in a few months. I'm trying to figure out when to start my beard back. And I usually take it off for the spring and summer. I've never had a beard a whole year through. If you notice, my beard comes and then I go to more of a Van Dyke. And then before long, that's gone too. So now I'm just naked face. But I usually try to start back around July because that gives me 8 to 12 weeks to get her in good. And I wasn't blessed like some of you guys with a chia pet. As you can tell, my beard takes about a good 4 to 6 weeks to kind of come in. Of course, now everything comes in Santa Claus white. I get a little dark right here, a little different color right in here. And I'm not one to grow right in here a lot, like a lot of you guys. I wish I could. Now, we're never happy. And but I get the one that comes down the soul patch, and then you got the little skin right there, Bass Piper, be happy with what you got. Yeah, I am. We always want to be like somebody else. Women that have curly hair, they want straight. Straight wants curly. You know how that goes. You either got a long nose like Bass Piper or you got a short one. Bass Piper, what's your dad look like? You're looking at him. 40 years younger. My dad's 40 years older than I am. He was a month from turning 40 when I was born. But hey guys, this tobacco is good, and Warp did pretty good in my opinion. My palate, my opinion, they did pretty good. Now I have not tried any other warped blends. But I'm not tasting a lot of coffee in this without the filter. But it's a good It's a good, I'll taste some chocolate. And it's got, every now and then I'll get a little bit of coffee note. Nothing heavy, nothing, you know, to write home about. One thing I don't like about this particular lighter, is the adjustment's right there by your thumb, and sometimes my thumb hits it and turns it off. But good blend if you like aromatic. But really, guys, I had it in my 320 Trevi Savinelli with a 6 millimeter charcoal filter the other night. And but it's not that much difference at all. I thought it might be, you know, flavor wise. Got a good smoke, a good cloud, and just a bunch, you know, a bunch of Cavendishes and mixed up in there with some Virginias, and but a good smoke. As I said, you got to do that. Got to get that breath note in there. See if it's funky or not. Also, I want to mention something to you guys. If you guys, some of you guys may have noticed and you haven't said anything to Bass Piper, and that's okay. But if you notice my video, a lot of times when I stop, you'll see me do this with my tongue. When I stop sometimes. Sometimes I'm tasting the tobacco. But right before I started my channel last October, not 21, but 20. It'll be 2 years this October. I was getting over or coming off of a bad anxiety time in my life. First that I have ever had in my life. One day it just hit me. Stress of life, mom and dad, out of work, quartet I'd been in with 13 years, stopped. My whole life come to a halt. They put me on some medicine. Anxiety type of stuff, never been on it in my life. But I think it's left me with a tick. Because it cycles. It'll go away for a while, and then it comes back. Almost like a habit. But I can't seem to break it for whatever reason. All I know is when I went to the doctor after I'd been on this medicine, only was on it, thank goodness, for about 5 or 6 weeks, and she pulled it. And I hear that some of that kind of medicine can do that to people. And when the doctor checked me out and she saw what it was doing, it was like her eyes said, "Oh crap." A side effect. You're coming off of that. Well, it'll go away, but if there's anything that goes on in my life that gets me geared up or anxious, stress, it kicks in. Just like right now with mom and dad. So I didn't say that so that all you'll do is watch my snake tongue come out. But for a lack of better words, it's kind of jacked bass piper up. I pray that it goes away. That's another prayer item you can also be praying about. But there's sometimes that I like, just like you'll see me, now I'm tasting it, or I like to moisten my mouth because of the tobacco. But I do know and have talked to other people, and they said, yeah, certain medicines you go on for anxiety medicine or depression medicine, stuff like that, can kind of jack you up with your brain and your function. Not that I wasn't off before, but if you see that in my videos, or a little twitch here or there, thank God it wasn't nothing major. That's the reason. It's kind of like TMI right now, isn't it? Too much information. But I want you to know, because I make the videos and you'll see that happen sometimes, and that's what that is. A side effect of some anxiety medicine is what they're thinking, and maybe when some of the stress dies down in my life, that will die down too. It does, and it does. It comes and goes. It's like a cycle. But anyway, the pipe tobacco is very good. Anybody that hasn't tried it, grab you a thing of it. Now, if you're into heavy stuff, heavy nicotine, all of that, well, don't waste your money on this. Okay? If you're not into aromatics, don't waste your money on it, because you're not going to like it. I'm not a heavy nicotine smoker. My highest strength on nicotine is 3. 1 to 3. That's it. I've never dabbled with 4 or 5. Really don't want to. And of course, y'all know, I'm not a big burley forward, Oriental or Perique forward. But, everybody does their own thing. But overall, as far as the room note, as far as the tobacco, it's light. Nothing, to write home about. Smoke's good ash. Once you get it's a little moist in the jar, but that's okay. I just never get a chance sometimes to dry it out before I do the video, simply because I forget and I don't think about it. So, but anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. It's 18 minutes, 19 minutes now. Man, just want to let you know, good tobacco from Warp, St. Espresso. Look at Shane Ireland's review on smokingpipes.com. He does the whole gamut. But good, overall good aromatic. Worth a try if you like aromatics, if you want to try some coffee. I still think, and I'm going to try it, and I'll show you next week, the LJ Peretti coffee, I think, is a tad better than this one. But simply for more of the coffee flair. And what I can remember, a coffee room note is more pronounced with LJ Peretti's. This just went out, so this is a good time to sign off. So anyway, guys, until we meet again, you guys have a great weekend. I most likely won't be able to do anything this weekend. And Bass Piper will talk with you later. And as I always sign off with, hey, man, relax. Whoosh. have a pipe, and don't forget the blessings of God. And I thank God for all your prayers, and I thank God for what he's doing in my life and my mom and dad's. So you guys have a great weekend. See y'all later. Bye-bye.